what is your what's your position here?
I am the post-production supervisor / video editor.
Okay, and you're going to spend a little time explaining to us what somebody in that position does, right?
Sure.
Okay, so what do we got here on the screen?
Right here, we have the APTN feed.
Okay, APTN stands for?
Associated Press Television Network.
Okay, and is it the only feed we get in here, or there's other ones?
No, we get 5 other feed. We have 5 other satellites hooked up on the roof. We can grab any feeds from those which are hooked up to various television stations around the world.
Cool.
We can call down any news feed from a variety of NDTV to BBC to NBC to Iraqi television, whatever we need at the time.
So we're seeing a raw feed coming in off the satellite right now, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so why don't we take a walk over to the newsroom area and you can fill us in on what happens when a reporter gets a feed from APTN or somewhere else.
All right. Well, the APTN feed comes into the computer. We digitize it straight into the computer. We don't go to tape. It's all completely digital.
Cool.
So we use one of these iMacs over in the newsroom.
Okay.
We use these to grab an automated feed because there are several feeds throughout the day from APTN.
All right, so here's one of them. Cool.
And then we will, the journalists will then do rough edits on these iMacs.
All right.
Once they've done the rough edit, they will then hand that off to me.
Right.
And I end up putting on the graphics, doing any color correction, doing any audio correction, cleaning things up, putting title cards in,
Cool.
compressing them, and getting them ready for the web.
Okay, so that when they're working here, they're working in what program?
They're working in Final Cut Express.
Okay, and you're working in Final Cut Pro.
I work in Final Cut Pro.
Cool. Okay, let's take a look at the newsroom, or the studio over here, because something's happening. So,
well, right now, other than the feeds that we receive from the various satellites, we also shoot things in studio.
Right.
Now, they're about to shoot what we call a stand-up.
Okay, so explain what a stand-up is.
Stand-up is where the anchor or the journalist would be standing by themselves in front of the camera with a background. Here we have the real news.
Okay, I'm just going to get a shot of that here.
You're seeing it in reverse?
Right. So twist your heads around this, people. This is backwards because we're behind and we're going to be seeing this. Look at this. We're just going to come around in front here. See, there we go. Right way around. Okay.
So this is where the journalists would set up the story.
Right.
They have collected the pictures, cut the pictures, and maybe got interview if there's interview footage. They will write a lead-in into the story and they will read it to the camera.
Cool. Okay, so let's go back to your fabulous workstation with the colorful keys.
All right.
So why are those keys all sort of different colors?
Well, each key in the editing program, we have hot keys or quick keys that are used for various different tools.
Okay. So this is Final Cut Pro. So why do you dig this as opposed to any other video software that you could have used?
Final Cut Pro is a very intuitive and quick to learn and easy to use editing program. I've found. I've worked in several different editing programs. They all have their benefits, but Apple has, in the last few years, has really boned up on their editing software and made it very compatible for broadcast standards, and also now making it very easy to get into web and the various multimedia facets that we find ourselves in.
So give us a quick little tour of what you're doing here.
Well, right here we actually did an interview with Pepe Escobar, and he was via broadband using Skype from Paris.
Right.
So then what we've done is we're about to put this piece up. It's on Bush's surprise visit to Iraq in the beginning of September.
Okay.
So we've cut in various news sources here, news clips.
And these would be the sources that came in off the satellite feed, right?
Yes, we've gathered these. This is AP feed from Bush's actual speech to the troops.
And we've got permission to use the APTN feed on YouTube and on our site and stuff, right?
Yes, we do. It's
cool.
It is a copyright. We have a copyright deal with AP that we can use their footage.
Cool. Okay.
So then, as I scroll through the timeline here, you can see various different cuts from Bush to Paul asking questions, Pepe answering. And then we have throw in some file footage to show what Pepe is talking about. And I'll whip down through here. And you can see we've even used, where is it? believe it is here. We utilized Google Maps, the Google Earth, to demonstrate exactly what area of Baghdad we're talking about in this particular instance.
Okay, now you've got different timelines down here. So these are the actual video clips, their title over top, the different bugs that are used, or the little icons that are on the screen, right?
Yes, we have, as you can see, this Final Cut allows for up to 99 layers of video and 99 layers of audio, I believe.
Right.
So here we've layered in the first track is usually the picture. Second track would be the what I would call V1 or V2 would be the bar.
Right.
Third one is the actual text, and the fourth one is the bug that we add.
Right. Cool. Got it. Okay. So then, once all this is processed, that's a honking big file. So what happens to it after you've got it all in the can?
Well, we export it out of Final Cut, and then we bring it into Compressor, which comes with the Final Cut Edit Suite. We bring it in here, and then we would compress any of these outputs.
Okay, so give me the elevator pitch on compressing. What does that mean exactly?
Well, basically, when we are using what I refer to as high-res material, which is the file sizes, the data file sizes, the video file sizes are rather large. You can't stream that over the internet.
So rather large, we're talking gigabytes on gigabytes, right?
I can turn, basically what we end up doing is we squash say a 5 gigabyte, or well actually most of these 2 to 3 minute stories take about 1 gigabyte at high res.
Right.
We squash those down to 40 or 50 megs depending on the bandwidth.
Right, so megabytes.
Megabytes,
Yep.
So megabytes compared to gigabytes.
Right.
So we use this program to then basically compress and try and get us the highest quality picture and audio using flash compression and H.264 QuickTime compression for the podcast version.
Right, cool. Cool, excellent. Okay, so then once that's done, it gets uploaded to YouTube and to our site and to...
We will put it on our site, and then it also gets through a variety of different programs, and which the social media folks can tell you a little better about how
That's
they're
me.
utilizing.
That's me.
That's Wayne. We then send it out to various video sites,
right.
And people can look at it there, and hopefully they'll come back to our website and take a look and see what the extra content, the extra links that we may create for them on our site.